All right, in this tutorial, I'm going to cover making, if you have a curved surface and you want to draw or sketch on that surface, you have to create what's called a tangent work plane. So let's go ahead and create a new part. I'm going to use the metric units and start a new sketch. And I'm going to be in the XY plane. And so I'm just going to grab, just to make a circle, and let's say I'll make this 20 millimeters here. Okay, and then finish the sketch, and then extrude this sketch to 10 millimeters, so this will be good. Okay, so I have a surface here, and let me go ahead and look here. I have a curved object, curved solid here, and I want to draw a hole. I want a hole that cuts through this, And the problem is I can't start a new sketch on the side of a curved object. Say for example, if I hover my pointer over, I can start it on the top here. I can even on this face here, I can even start it here. But if I try to start it here, right click and go to new sketch, it won't start anything, right? So, um, if I went to do a new sketch on the flat surface, get out of this, then it's going to start the new sketch, okay? But I don't want to start a new sketch on this part here. Get rid of that. So the way that you do that is to create a work plane that is tangent to this edge here. So here's how we're going to do that. First, we need to turn on. Let's pick a work plane that is existing and it's going through our part. So either one will work. We can, maybe if I turn it this way, you can see that the YZ plane cuts through this way, and then the XZ plane cuts through the middle in this direction. And now we drew in the XY plane, so you can see that it's laying flush on there. But we want a surface that cuts through it, so let's use the YZ plane. And so we'll start a new, or actually just turn on the visibility of this plane. We can see this plane here. All right. And then we'll go up to plane and choose tangent to surface and parallel to plane. Okay. So whenever you're choosing tangent, that means you're indicating there's some curved surface. And so here's the plane that we want to be parallel to, and here's the edge that we want to be tangent to. Okay? So now if you look, I have a plane here these two planes are parallel and it's tangent to the surface. Right? So now what I can do is I can go on this plane here and start a new sketch. Go on. Oops. Cancel this. Start a new sketch. Okay. Let me spin this around. Right. Okay. And let me grab a circle shape here. And let's say I want this, I'll just draw this circle here, and I'll make this 5 millimeters diameter. Okay. And just to be precise, I want this to be 5 millimeters up from the bottom. Remember, the depth of this thing is 10, so I'll make it go halfway up. So I'll make this 5. Okay, so it's halfway up. I can finish this sketch, and then I'm going to click extrude, and I want to click, well, that surface is already chosen. Okay. So now if I go in the opposite direction, you see that it's going, I'm adding material. Basically, that's what it looks like. And so what I want to do is take away material. And so if I extrude this direction, I'm still adding material, but I'm adding it to the inside. So it's like you're filling a hole in that's already filled in. So the way to create a hole, a cut feature, is you come over here to your menu, and you see you have these options here. One says join, one says cut, and one says intersect. Choose the second one down that says cut. Okay, so now this is empty now. This is a hole here, and we want it to go across the whole circle. So I think our diameter was 20. So now it goes all the way through. Click OK. You can see I have a hole that goes all the way through here now. So that's, and you know, this is a useful technique when you have curved surfaces, is to be able to use that tangent work plane feature.